Okay. Speed.
Sound.
I can definitely hear the music. Speed 027
Scene 18, take 3.
Okay, so what are the important rights for a refugee?
The most important right for the refugee should be the principle of non-refoulement. Is the essential component of the refugee status, and it prevents the state to send the person, the refugee, back to their home country that they would face the persecution. There are other important rights that I would say is important for refugee in the host country or in the country, which are including the freedom of movement, freedom from arbitrary detention, right to health, right to education, even right to work would be very essential for them.
Okay.
We got it from the
For the first word, yeah.
So, okay, next question.
So last question, the main concerns facing refugees, which organisations are responding to?
I'm sorry. Could you do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the concerns of refugees, which organisations in the region are responding to?
Okay, for the main concern for the organization who respond to the refugee issue is the refugee legal status. The refugee, most of the country, can I try?
Yep, start again.
Okay, what is the main concern? I would say that the main concern for the organization that working for the refugee is the legal status. Refugee in many countries in Southeast Asia do not have legal status because the country do not sign the 1951 Refugee Convention, and they do not have their own national legal framework. Therefore, most of the time, the refugee will be recognized as the illegal migrant, and it being governed mostly by the immigration law. How we can respond to this concern? We try to solve the problem on case-by-case basis on the ground in terms of protect them through the national legal framework that have exist in that country. We also advocate public and state to have some kind of system that recognize their legal status, and so once they have their legal status, they will be able to access to other basic human rights.
Okay, last time. What are the concerns of refugees responding to refugee, what are the concerns of refugee organisations responding to refugee needs?
For the most concern for the organization that support or respond to the refugee issue will be the legal status of refugee. Most of the countries in Southeast Asia do not ratify 1951 convention, so most of them do not have national legal framework that provide legal status to the refugee. And so once they do not have legal status, they are unable to access to other basic rights, such as they cannot access to the health care or education, or they will be arrested and treated as illegal migrants. How we can respond? That is the big question. And usually the organization that provide support to the refugee respond mostly on the ground. We try to find the policy or legal framework that existing in the country to respond to the protection issue. However, we also trying to advocate the government to